Hello, it is Pastor Trish. It is Monday, June 6th, and we are looking ahead to this coming Sunday, June 12th. We will be starting a multi week sermon series on various Bible characters that are well known to us, most of whom, I should say, are well known to us, not all of them. And we'll be learning about their lives and what their experiences might mean for us. This week, we are going to begin with Sarah, and the story that we will be hearing about Sarah and by extension Abraham will come from Genesis 18 as well as Genesis 21. I've put um, the specific verses in the description of this video so that you can have them. I'm not going to read those for us today, but just want to let you know that on Sunday, that's the biblical character we will be hearing about and talking about in our worship service. But we also will have an accompanying gospel reading, and that's the one I wanted to spend just a few minutes with you on today. Our gospel reading then for this coming Sunday is from the 16th chapter of the Gospel of John. It feels like this spring, it doesn't feel like it is truth that this spring we have spent a fair amount of time in the farewell discourse that can be found in chapters 13 through 17 in John's Gospel. These verses are not a part of our regular lectionary that we would hear on a Sunday, so they may not be as well known to you. However, they are situated within a larger pericope that is well known, which is that gospel, or excuse me, that farewell discourse in this particular gospel. And so you have heard me say before that this farewell discourse is like Jesus' farewell address. It is his parting words to his disciples. He, knowing what's going to happen, this is right before he is arrested, literally hours before he will be arrested and then crucified the next day. And so he talks about what that means throughout those chapters. John chapter 16, verses 20 to 24 is what I want to read for you in this moment. Jesus is saying, "Very truly I tell you, you will weep and mourn, but the world will rejoice. You will have pain, but your pain will turn into joy. When a woman is in labor, she has pain because her hour has come. But when her child is born, she no longer remembers the anguish because of the joy of having brought a human being into the world. So you have pain now, but I will see you again, and your hearts will rejoice, and no one will take your joy from you. On that day, you will ask nothing of me. Very truly, I tell you, if you ask anything of the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Until now, you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask, and you will receive, so that your joy may be complete." The Gospel of the Lord. A couple of things that I wanted to just draw your attention to in this particular passage. The first is, so Jesus is letting his disciples know, I'm leaving. You're not going to see me, and then you will see me again, which I'm sure at that point doesn't make any sense to them. But he's telling them he's leaving and that it will be painful. So notice he doesn't try to take away the pain. He doesn't try to make it easier on them. He's saying it's going to be hard. It is going to be painful. You will weep and mourn, but joy will also come. And he gives us that example of a mother in childbirth, with the pain of childbirth followed by the joy of the birth itself and new life. And he is offering that same thing for us as disciples of Jesus. The pain that can come with, the difficulty that can come with being a follower, and the pain and difficulty that comes with life itself on many occasions, but also the joy that can come when we realize and receive the new life in Christ that has been granted to us as well. The other thing that I noticed in this passage that I wanted to just share with you for a moment was later on, Jesus talks about how on that day when you are again rejoicing, you will ask nothing of me. And there's truth in that. Is there not? As you think about what we read after the resurrection and ascension, when, or actually after the resurrection, I'm thinking about before the ascension, when Jesus is being seen, no one says, "Oh, give me, take me with you, offer me before you leave again." There's nothing like that. Their joy is complete, and they've not needed to ask for anything else. At the same time, he says, "Ask and you will receive, and your joy will be made complete." What is it that we might wish to ask for today, that our joy in Christ may be complete as well? I invite you to be bold and courageous and ask for those things as Jesus has offered to you, knowing that your prayers indeed will be heard and will be answered. Thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you church on Sunday, 8:30 inside, 10 a.m. out on our lawn. Have a great week.